Good to talk to you, Mr. Kassem. Can I ask you, first of all, when you and the others met Donald Trump, why weren't you wearing a poppy?
Very hard to find a poppy in New York City, actually. I had one that I had from England in my other coat, but we got some new coats for the trip, and I forgot to move it over, so that was all that was.
Well, I was in New York City all last week covering the elections, and guess what? I had a poppy. Everyone I was with had a poppy. The Americans had poppies, and you couldn't find one.
Yeah, no, I had one on my other coat. In fact, I was wearing it just before we went up. I was stopped on the street by a couple of Canadians who recognised my poppy and said, you know, thanks for wearing that, and they were wearing theirs as well. So, believe me, there was no attempt to be not wearing poppies.
No, well, it's the act of wearing them. They said, well, Aaron Banks managed to get his hands on one.
Brought one over because he flew over the day before from England. Of course, I've been over here now for a long time, and my poppy got a bit tatty, and so I thought it probably wasn't best to be wearing it in a picture. But it's funny enough you bring that up. I didn't realise you were going to ask that. Today I made a donation of £300 to the Royal British Legion. So I think it's not just about poppies. It's about making sure that these charities are helped financially as well.
But it is about the actual display, is it not? To show the poppy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you're going with this. I've told you I had a poppy on my other coat. It seems a bit silly.
Well, you know, you can tell that to the British Legion, can't you? Nigel Farage, also not wearing one, 2 years ago, was saying how he was very, very miffed about not being allowed to appear at the Cenotaph.
Yeah, I don't know what the question is, David.
Well, the question is the disrespect. I mean, would you like to apologise for it? I mean, it doesn't really sound to me as if you forgot it is a good enough excuse.
Well, like I say, I donated £300 to the Royal British Legion today, well before I knew you were going to ask these gotcha questions. Your producer billed me as coming on to talk about the meeting with Donald Trump, and quite frankly, I've been wearing a poppy for weeks now, and I've been over here in the United States. I had a poppy on my coat. You know, this is silly politics, Dermot. Can we talk about the issues?
We certainly can, but you know, there are colleagues of mine who appear on the news who decide not to wear a poppy and make such donations as your own and get dumped upon by members of your party and by others.
Well, why do they choose not to wear them? I didn't choose not to wear one. Why do they choose not to wear one?
OK, well, we are going around in circles, but they forgot to wear them.
Well, now you don't want to talk about it.